Hey everyone, sorry about that. Hopefully the chat works this time. Hey, how's it going?
So y'all didn't eat the chicken?
No, we didn't.
It's terrible.
Well, see, I just posted a video on this. The last time that I used hay was when another one of my chickens went broody, and that was probably it's been a long time because Locust chicks are pretty big now, and they're at least 8 weeks old, about 6 to 8 weeks old. So when she first went broody, I put hay in the nesting box because I was out of pine shavings. So it's been like 2 to 3 months since she must have ingested that. So
Hmm.
I don't know why it took so long for her to show signs that she had an impaction. Um, but I did when I first checked on her, she had some feed in her crop. Other than this mass that I found, um, and it was digested today when we did look inside to see what it was. So the feed was getting around it, but it just wasn't getting around it fast enough for her to, I guess, survive. Because she wouldn't have lasted much longer. I mean, she could have lasted a couple of days, but uh, she was just suffering. So it's the last thing that you want when you have an animal.
Yeah, I use sawdust in mine.
I keep hay on hand because the rabbits need it for their nesting boxes, but the rabbits eat hay, so I never seen her eating the hay, so I'm not sure why she did eat it, but I have heard before not to use it, but since I didn't see her eating it, I never thought that it was going to be an issue, which now looking back on it, I really regret putting it in there.
Oh yeah. No, I've got a buddy that owns a sawmill, and I get it by the truckful. I just put sawdust in there.
Yeah, I buy pine shavings pretty cheap from the feed mill that I go to, and my parents also, since they have the woodworking, they bring me pine shavings to use.
Yeah.
So, Nate, do you have any questions for us that you would like to ask us?
Hmm. Do y'all like spicy food?
No.
No.
Nope. It really, for
There
me,
was
it
a
really depends on
conversation
what it
of
is.
Yeah, there was a conversation earlier about poblano peppers, and I said I
That's
grew
not
poblanos and
technically like
Tabascos.
spicy. If you
What is
take the
it?
seeds out of it, they're not spicy.
Well, where's the fun in that?
It's kind of like a jalapeno taste, but it's not the pot taste of it.
I think the fact of the matter is, do y'all have questions for me?
Nope.
Why you get all red when I ask that?
I'm just listening. This is your live. Why am I talking?
Jamie, do you eat the rabbits? I mean, you said you raise meat rabbits. Do you just sell them, or do you eat some of them too?
I did have one doe who did not produce babies, which is what she was here for, and I did cull her and eat her. If we ever had a food shortage, which is what people are afraid of, I will have lots of food here on my farmstead.
I see that.
I do prefer to eat the quail though. They're easier to clean and they taste better.
All right. Do you hunt, fish, trap?
No, I do not hunt and I do not trap, and it's been a long time since I fished. I usually fish for catfish.
How about you, Daisy?
I like to fish. It keeps freezing. You've been frozen this whole time. But it looks like it's moving a little bit on my phone. So I don't know why it's frozen on the laptop.
It seems a little laggy.
We can hear you fine though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any issues with predators, Jamie?
Yes. We saw a fox in the yard a couple months ago. And then it ate all of my neighbor's ducks, except for one, which he gave me. And he told me that it was a female. And when I got to his house, which is 2 properties over, it was not a female. So I found it a home because I already have 2 male ducks. And they didn't like him. So I found him a home. And then I have ducks. And some of my really little ducks. They're big enough to be in the fence with the other chickens and ducks. But it was small enough to be pulled through the fence by whatever was back there. I would trail camera. I haven't seen any coons in this area. We have seen fox and coyotes.
I've trapped fox and raccoons on my chicken coop.
There was a space in the fence, like under the fence, where it was pushed up. So I don't know if something got under the fence. That's my guess, is something got under the fence. There's a large piece of concrete next to the fence where the fence was messed up at, and there was blood on that stone, the concrete, and that was the only sign of anything. There was no, the duckling didn't have feathers yet. It hadn't had their feathers yet, and I didn't see any footprints or anything. There was no blood except for what was on that stone. There was no pieces left behind. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I usually find the feathers out in the yard away from the coop where it stopped to eat. I got a fox and a raccoon, several raccoons, a fox, and a couple possums trying to get in. But like you said, the fence will be pushed up. There'll be a spot where they've dug under a little bit. I can go back the next night, set a trap in front of that hole, and there'll be a critter sitting there waiting on me in the morning.
Yeah, we don't have any traps or anything like that. I want to get a trail camera, but I don't know which is the best one to get. I've stated this before in different videos, but I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money because I'm cheap. But then again, I don't want to buy a piece of crap that's not going to work, because I have seen lots of trapping videos where people put out trail cameras and they don't even get images of what was there.
I'll send you a link of the ones that I'm going to get. There's a guy that I trap for. He says they're about $35 a piece, and I've seen the footage off of them. They take excellent pictures.
Awesome. I'm going to have to do something because I'm worried about all my animals.
You know a trapper.
I appreciate any advice that you can give me because I don't know anything about catching anything or hunting. So
Yeah, I'll help you out.
I'm kind of surprised that it's right here because we live like in the very middle of town. Like, you know, there's homes all around me, and so I don't know where the fox will be like hiding out at. Like, there's a large amount of people here in this area.
Yeah, foxes like to stay in cover, but they do travel a lot at night. They cover a lot of ground. So
I saw this one during the day, like it was broad daylight.
oh yeah, it happens. I mean, they get out and about in the daytime.
Yeah, it was huge. I've never seen a fox before, but it was really big.
I take it was a red fox.
Yep.
Yeah, I can show y'all how to catch them.
Now, the only thing that I'm concerned about is the fact that I don't have like a license to hunt or anything like that, and I know it's not trapping season, but I don't know what the laws are in Louisiana for fox.
I would definitely check into that because in North Carolina we have to buy tags for fox. But I do know that anything that is endangering your livestock here, we can trap it without a license on our own property. So you might want to look into that and make sure, but you can probably trap it if it's killing your livestock.
Okay.
All right, Deez, what's your opinion on the matter? Well,
Huh? I have no opinion. It would be nice if she could catch it. She'd have a different opinion if it was her duck that got killed.
yeah, I got some videos coming up that y'all will find helpful for stuff like this.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna make some specifically around my chicken coop. So I can show y'all what to do.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, as far as being in an urban, a built up area, I do a lot of ADC work in the off season, mainly for groundhogs and raccoons and things in built up areas, just like you're talking about. That if you look at my Instagram, I've got that monster groundhog that I caught. I caught that thing behind a big grocery store, behind a Publix.
I don't have Instagram.
Well, you should get it. I got Facebook and it's wearing me out. I've got like 50 something requests right now.
It's because you're pretty. I told you that. I deleted Facebook. I deleted Instagram because I always had people and exes who try to message me. Make one for your channel. I'm gonna have to do that. I'll make one. That way, if anyone on YouTube wants to get in touch with me, they can go through that instead of my Facebook. Because nobody knows my name on Facebook. Not exactly sure what happened.
Welcome back to my live. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Nate 408 show.
Yeah, I think we're having an issue with our hotspot.
Hey,
Hey,
we
the
got
fish
somebody.
trucker. Hey, trucker. Thanks for coming in.
What's up, brother? Yeah, oh, yeah. I got. Yeah, you should have been here a second ago. They were just telling me how it was pretty. She gone. So, Dees, how are things?
Things are good. Very good.
So how do you like life on the farmstead since you're stuck?
It's interesting.
Have you culled and eaten anything yet?
Nope.
That should be your task for tomorrow.
Nate
You
says
showed
we
her how
should.
to garden?
She actually has a garden going. Yeah. I didn't show her how to do it. Hey, Fossil Creek. Thanks for coming in. Dang, you're so rough. Sorry, I bumped the table. I actually got 2 rows of okra planted, 2 rows of beans, and a whole row of jalapenos. And I didn't space my jalapeno seeds out. So it's probably gonna be like a forest of jalapenos in there.
Yeah, I usually grow a bunch of peppers. I usually grow 3 or 4 kinds and 3 or 4 plants of each kind.
My husband goes through a lot of peppers. He likes hot stuff. Nate says we should cull and eat something tomorrow. We should
No, I
what?
said you should cull and eat something.
We should what? He wants me to cull and eat something. Cull? Okay. I don't have any
Yeah.
animals that she could cull though. She could buy a rabbit from me, and then she can do whatever she wants to. Thanks, Fossil Creek.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that. What are y'all whispering about?
I can't remember if Fossil Creek's name is Brian.
Well, y'all are both red. Grief.
I got it right. Thanks, Fossil Creek.
Yeah,
I
Fossil Creek,
remembered.
they're both tore up. I've got an idea. Let's get Nate up here so we can blush.
What are some other easy things, Nate, that I can grow? Because, I'm not good at it.
What do you grow?
Well, I just told you. It's okra, beans, and
Oh,
jalapenos.
that was it. Oh, okay.
I want to put some tomato seeds in a row, and I have yellow squash, green squash, and cucumber seeds. But I'm gonna put it in a different area, and I'm gonna grow it up the side of a dog kennel. But I haven't got the kennel yet. Hopefully this week my husband will go get it.
Okay, do you can you get a cattle panel?
No, they're expensive.
Okay. Just trellis them up somehow. But yeah, if you grow squash, either yellow squash or zucchini and cucumbers, they grow really well, really easy.
Yeah, I want to put a dog kennel and grow it like on the side of the.
All right, I'm taking over. What we got? Farm Okie. How are you? Fossil Creek.
Sorry about that. Hey, Lynn. Thanks for stopping in.
See, I just took over. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with our connection. But...
All right, I'll hold it down while you're gone. No, if you grow squash, zucchini, cucumbers, those are all easy to grow.
Okay.
Don't grow broccoli. I grew broccoli. That was like my new thing. I try to grow a new something every year, a new variety. I grew broccoli. I didn't know what it looked like. So when it came up, I couldn't weed it. So I waited for it to grow, and I never got any broccoli. I don't know if it ever came up. I just abandoned the idea. I usually grow about 15 varieties of vegetables. I always grow potatoes and corn, squash, zucchini, peppers, tomatoes, beans. If you've got the space, you can grow corn. It's pretty easy. It's just like grass.
Yeah, I do buy whole corn for the chickens, and I want to plant it, but I don't know where to do it at because I'm only on half acre, and my chickens take up more than half of that.
Yeah. And you can't really plant corn in a row. It has to be in a block. A lot of people go wrong. They'll plant a row of corn, and it needs to be in a block because it's wind pollinated.
Because it's what?
It's wind pollinated. When the wind blows, it blows the pollen around. And if it's in a row and the wind is blowing perpendicular to the row, it just blows the pollen off into oblivion, and you don't get any corn.
Oh, okay.
Farm Okie, I'm in North Carolina.
I might do a little patch of corn, like for animal feed. So I'll probably have to go and get like some sweet corn seeds or something.
All right. Yeah, I think I get like a quarter ounce of corn for about $15, and that will do like 100 square foot bed.
All right.
And generally speaking, I get a bantam corn. You're going to get about 3 ears per plant. You plant them every 6 inches or so. You'll get about 300 ears from that.
Cool. Okay.
Farm Okie, I'm in Asheville, or near it anyway. Yeah, Fossil Creek, 10 by 10 square. That's a really good way to do it. So Farm Okie, you know somebody in Memphis? Ooh, bless you.
Thank you. The comments froze up on the laptop again. So we're just going by what's on our phone.
Do you have your sound on?
No.
Because I'm getting an echo.
No. She turned her sound off so when she got messages, y'all can hear them.
Messages?
You know, every once in a while. The sound's not off on the computer, though.
What are you giggling about?
The sound her computer makes. Okay, there's the chat starting to pick up again. It's coming through. I don't know where the echoing is coming from. It must be on Nate's end because, yeah, we don't have anything playing double. There's no sound on our devices except for the computer.
Still here?
Yes.
Yeah, I've only got my phone open. Yellow straight neck squash, how can you tell it's growing? I don't understand what you're asking for, Moki.
I believe yellow straight neck squash can take up to 3 weeks to sprout. And once it starts growing, you will get a squash growing where the flowers bloom at.
Yes, the squash will actually grow.
You're breaking up. We can't hear what you're saying. It's froze. You're welcome. Are you back? What were you saying, Nate? It's not me, Brian. I walked away for that earlier.
Well, that's like brutal, honest.
Well,
you embarrassed these. Yeah, you'll get a squash that grows where the bloom's at, and the actual flower will drop off the end of the squash as it grows. It'll do this once it's pollinated, and you need insects to pollinate, or you can pollinate yourself. What are y'all laughing?
I'll be back.
She's walking away from you. can't take y'all nowhere.
I think she's lost it. Are you better now? No. I did not hear her fart, so I don't think that's what it was. I think that was a chair.
Yeah, farm monkey, I'd say. If you grow 60 acres of anything, you get familiar.
She can't get through them right now.
Jamie,
Yes.
point the camera.
No. I'm trying to, Brian. Hey, Melody, you missed some stuff.
Well, get well soon, dude.
We don't have any ice. The children ate all of it. You have a message. How much fun I regained my composure over here. Look at the screen. Is that what happened? No.
Yep, I'm definitely going with I can't take y'all nowhere.
Oh. Hey, CP. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Melody. No, I did not fart.
We'll see you, farmer.
Bye, Lynn.
CP, don't hate me because I'm pretty.
No, I did not. I had nothing to do with the reason I had to walk away, okay?
Well, I didn't do anything.
What you up to, CP?
Bake a leg, she only giggles when I'm around. She doesn't stop giggling
It's
when I
all
show up.
Nate's fault. Yep. I didn't fart. I swear. Hey, Philly, thanks for coming in and thanks for sharing. We're a bit of a mess tonight. CP, what kind of work do you do? Oh, okay. We have a paper mill not too far from here.
Hey, Bake a leg. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff, everybody's saying, what's up, ladies? What's up, ladies? I'm just one of the girls.
No, Melody, we do not drink. No, Melody, we're just high on life.
No melody that whenever I show up. And Jamie's always
What? You froze up there, Nate.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I said, y'all get like this when I show up. Then I said, Jamie's always like this.
And there she goes with her finger back over her mouth. Melody, there was no joke. Dee's just busted out in laughter, and then she had to leave the table. It was quite random.
Well, these why don't you tell us about that?
What you said, you're cutting out. I didn't hear you.
I said, why don't you tell us about that?
No. Like what? Tell you about what?
Why you were laughing?
Oh, I can't say on camera. I don't even know what happened.
We're not going to discuss it, but I was not farting. We're having technical difficulties. The computer's not working.
Thanks, Finley.
Yeah, there's somebody's definitely farted. There's a lot of finger pointing going on.
You got that, Brian?
Videos. I'm Nate 408. Thank you.
In our last video, we allowed everyone to ask us some random questions. If anyone has any random questions that you would like answered, Nate and Deez would be glad to answer them.
I've got a random.
Thanks, Brian. Trucker, I don't know. It was none of us.
Brian, it is good to see her smile. Usually she has her hand over her face.
Yeah, Finley, I'm just a happy guy. Life is good.
Brian, they were really good.
Yeah, Brian, except she made those for me.
Well, Jamie, next time you decide to eat something, you need to make a video of it. Something off your farm.
Yeah, I need to. The next time I make chili rellenos, that's what I'm gonna put on here, so everyone can see that I can cook too.
Finley, but I always clean my plate.
What? You breaking up?
It didn't show up on here to blow it up.
Where?
Like, Finley asked me if I would share my food with him. I told him I always clean my plate.
It's not showing up on
I
the
didn't
chat
see
on
it
the
on-
laptop.
Yeah. Melody, we're trying to get a little more used to being live. Yeah, the chat keeps freezing and then it keeps kicking us out.
Yeah, we're having some connection issues.
I think the signal is loaded. I'd say there's a lot of people going live right now.
Melody, we'll try to. I don't know why everyone goes live at night. Like, I should be in bed. I'm tired. Nate, my husband has some grapevines and some cactus. Not sure if you saw that in my video for my garden I posted the other day, but I did some work today trying to get all the weeds out from around it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll put the videos in you.
When I finish removing the weeds, I'll post a video about my garden and that area.
No, Melody, we're just running off of my hotspot from my phone. That's a lot of connections in and out.
I don't have Wi-Fi here, Melody.
Yeah, I don't sleep much.
These children don't go to sleep till she goes to sleep, which means they never sleep because she's always awake. But when Deez is not visiting here, I do go to sleep at a normal time. I try to get in bed around 11, unless my baby is keeping me up.
Well, tell him to get up, Brian. We don't do TikTok. No, Melody, unless you have over 1,000 subscribers, there's no way for you to advertise unless it's just by word of mouth or on your social media sites. If you go on your channel and post a video, just letting people know when you're going to be on, that's probably the best way to get people to know. Also, in the future, if you decide to have one set date and time to have your videos, people will remember that. Welcome back, CP.
Melody, we'll be commenting.
Have a good night, Brian.
Well, baked, see, you got one covered.
We see you smiling, but we don't know what you said.
You cutting out.
I'm just gonna sit here and stop. Like that, just freeze it. Can you hear me now?
Barely. Yeah, Finley, how's your coon hunt go?
Well, say something.
Finley, she's in Pennsylvania, but I don't know what time zone it is there.
It's not central.
Well, the video's working again. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. I'll have to take a look, Finley. No, CP, we don't sound alike.
I beg your pardon. No, because the first video, Jamie, of yours I watched was the rotisserie chicken video. And it was like, yeah, I'm here and my husband. And I was like, what? Yeah, that threw me. You sound just like her. And I mean, y'all sound alike.
I don't think we do.
Well, you wouldn't. No, there are subtle differences. But I legit that Dee was at your house making a video and she was talking and running the camera. And it was like, my husband's been powering the rotisserie. And I was like, what? Yeah. Backspace, Finley.
Finley, he definitely gets shot.
Yeah, I don't want to get shot, Finley. Don't get me shot.
We don't take too kindly to strangers walking up on our property. Somebody knocked on the door the other day, and it almost didn't go good. Melody, the earlier you go, the better it's going to be to get more people in. See, right now we only have 7 people in here, is what the laptop's saying. And you're going to want more people to come. And like Finley came in and he shared my stream. People will be able to come in and share, and more people will show up if it's not too late in the day or early in the morning. Yeah, Melody, if we could choose, we would be on earlier, but we have children who don't listen and they like to stay up late. So if we were to come on, say like 8 or 9 o'clock, you wouldn't be able to hear or see us. It would just be children in front of the computer screaming. Okay, Brian, thanks for coming in.
See you, Fossil.
Not CP, you'd get off like real fast because they're loud. Okay, Melody, we'll be waiting for that notification to come on, and we'll join you. See, Dee's little boy, he doesn't care if he gets a butt whooping or not. He's still gonna be right on her hip. My children kind of know better. When I say something, they better listen. Remember how Dee said I'm so mean? Yeah, they know better. CP, my 5-year-old was in the room screaming earlier, and I told Dee's to go tell her to stop. And turns out she was sitting on a fake egg, pretending like she was a chicken laying eggs.
Nice. So what you're trying to say, Jamie, is you're that mom that yells at her kid and makes somebody like me put the cereal back. I said put it back, and I'm like, okay. Next style over, putting stuff back.
My neighbors can definitely hear me. I'm one of those neighbors. You better get back in this house. It's been like that for years. They're like, oh, that's just Jamie.
Yeah, you'd be yelling and I'd be going back in the house.
Sometimes my husband just looks at me. He's like, mm-hmm. He knows.
I bet you get your husband yell at the kids, you get back in the house, and your husband comes in there. What? I didn't do anything.
It's been, how many years has it been? Almost 14 years. And he still asks me why I'm so loud. And then I ask him why he married me. Because he knows who I am.
There you go. So, Dee, do you yell at your kids?
Yeah. Yeah, when they don't listen. They just still don't listen, though. My kids are spoiled.
I can see that.
I'm all waiting for you to say something.
Finley, I agree. Whoop it.
Yeah, Melody, it's almost 2 o'clock here, and I'm probably gonna call it a night soon.
Yeah, y'all are frozen.
My husband works a lot, so he leaves the house way before I wake up, and then he gets home at bedtime. So, like at this time, this is the only time that I have time to spend with him. Unfortunately, he sleeps the whole time. So, if I don't go in there, I won't have any time with him, even though he's in there just snoring and sleeping. So, yeah, Finley, I try to have that conversation. This is why this happened, and this is what you need to change, and they still don't care.
Yeah, we got wore out with a belt and we still did stuff, so that doesn't work. Just made us tough.
Yep, I've took my share of whippings. I was the bad one. Finley, you just need some really good headphones. Just stick them in your ear and then pretend like they're not there. That's what Dana does. CP, yeah, Mom used to make us go out and pick our own switch.
Done that. You don't pick a limp one, because if she goes and picks, it's gonna be bad.
Yep.
Well, who's got questions? Y'all come up with some questions for everybody. They seem to have a good time with that.
Yeah, Nate can't ask Deez any questions because they already talk 24/7, so he knows everything there is to know. Let's hear it, Finley. I got a question for Nate.
Hmm.
CP, isn't it past your bedtime?
Nice. Finley, no.
Why y'all got quiet?
Well, y'all are froze.
We're not froze.
No,
Jeez
you
just
were,
isn't saying anything.
no, you cut out. I didn't. Nobody heard what you said.
No, I see. Yeah, I said Finley. I don't. That wouldn't bother me a bit. I imagine her food is very delicious.
I didn't show up on here.
Well, I appreciate that. Very kind of you. CP, what question?
It's not on there. CP, you're gonna have to ask it again. It didn't pop up on the chat on the laptop, so not everybody can see it. Okay, Melody, we'll be there. I didn't show up. What are you doing? Nothing.
What's my favorite thing about?
Thanks, CP.
I love her smile.
She doesn't smile.
I love her smile.
But she doesn't smile.
Thanks, Brian.
CP's always instigating.
Hey, Swamp Donkey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, Finley, everyone loves Nate's smile.
What's up, Swamp Donkey?
Melody, about 4 years now. I have been single.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yep, we've been on here for almost an hour and a half. We appreciate everyone coming in and talking with us.
We may go live after Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It goes live tomorrow night. She will be live at, was it 9
Eastern.
9 Eastern. First, you have to answer TP's question. Go ahead.
Well, I like Nate's smile and I like his beard.
Well, that's very sweet.
Well, I'm gonna go. Y'all have a great night.
Good night. Thanks for
Bye.
joining us.